Hello floofers, today I'm going to be showing you how to sew button eyes onto balls to make anything really. So as you can see, this is a hand sewn creature right here. This is Alanix, the Stark Soba. I'm making him a sister or brother, I haven't decided yet. I've sewed the nose on, which as you can see the stitch work inside is a little bit complicated because I had a bit of a mess up and I had to fix it. But that happens a lot in the nose because the nose is just 2 stitches. Sometimes it gets confusing. But the eyes are pretty easy to sew on. First, what you're gonna do is you're gonna use something to like measure the distance. Make sure you have what you're gonna need is make sure that this ball right here is deflated. It has nothing stuffed and it has this entire area opened right here. You're going to need that. You're gonna need all the room you can possibly get to be able to sew this successfully. You're going to take a marker of a light color, like a light gray, or something that shows up well but not super great on this. You're just going to want a small dull mark. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your reference, if you have a reference. If you don't have a reference, that's fine. Just freestyle it. Just skip over to the next part. Use something for scale. Like I'm using one of the eyes for scale just to see how far from the nose I'm going to want to put this. Also at what angle. I'm sorry that you have to get a really weird angle of me right now. It's basic. Put a small dot right where you're going to want the eye. Put another dot on the opposite side. This is where our first pair of eyes is going to go. Look how dopey it looks. It's like... So, now that we have our bases down, take your needle, which I just have right here. Let me tie it real quick. Also, bonus, how to tie a knot. Take your 2 ends, pinch them, hold them together, wrap it around your finger so there's about that much. Pull this out a little bit, grab that, and use your finger. See this right here? Use your finger to slide this out. So now you're left with this. You're going to pull this through, but not all the way, like that. Pinch this here, slide it up. That's how you tie a knot that holds strong. What you're going to do is you're going to do string preparation. What you're going to do is you're going to stab right next to the dot. You're not going to stab directly onto the dot because the dot is just the center of where you want your eye to be. So you're going to stab at about here. It looks like he was crying a needle for a second. What you're going to do is you're going to take your eye, you're going to slot the needle through one of the holes and slide it on down. Position the eye exactly where you want it to be. Put the needle through. And stabby stab. Now that you have this loose thread, what you're going to do is for the first stitch, you're going to make sure that these 2 parts are separated to avoid tangling. So just like that. And boom. Now we have an eye. But it's not done yet. Don't go ahead thinking it's done. It's not tight enough. If you want a secure eye that's not going to fall off, and also to give it that whole aesthetic situation, you're going to sew this over, doing a button sewing, so just crisscross over and over, at least twice. If you want to do 3 times, go ahead. I feel like 4 to 5 times gets a little bit excessive. So I would just go 2 to 3 times over each stitch. Now, I might sell this baby, so if you're going to sell stuff, make sure ensure that it has extra quality in it because good selling point. Also, customers want quality. Basically common knowledge. And tie that off like this. And yeet. double knot it, always for security. If you want a long-lasting seam, long-lasting stitch that won't get undone, make sure to leave a little bit of allowance for the knot to shift. Like about that much allowance is usually good. You don't want too much allowance, but you want enough allowance so that in case the knot stretches out. So it'll look better once it's stuffed. It always looks super dopey at first, but there's one eye. See that? It's one eye that's sewed on. Looks good to me. And it's like, weh. Basically. And next, we're going to sew the next eye on. You're just going to repeat that on the next side. And keep on doing that over and over and over again until you have the desired amount of eyes. Which is usually 2, but in my case it's 4. So, anyways, I'll see you guys in another video. Comment down below if you'd like to see more sewing tutorial videos. Bye!